Why is it always when I'm trying to do something, I try to get this set up to do something, and now somebody wants to talk to me? All right, well, I hope this recording isn't terrible. It's long past time that I do this lovely Les Paul that's been sitting here for about 2 weeks now. I just haven't felt like doing it, Richard. But fortunately, when you're doing free repairs, people can't complain too much when it's free. Oh boy, that's funny. I'm funny sometimes. So I'm using Skyscraper guitar. For fuck's sake, stop calling me. I don't care. Stop it. So this guitar, it's lovely. I mean, it's got a couple of marks, but overall, it's gorgeous. It looks brand new. Oh no, but it's like 2010. So it's a 2010 guitar. And you want to know what the problem is with it? Have a listen. Have a listen to what's the problem with it. Ping, ping on the G. Ping on the B. Ping on the E. So anyway, it won't stay in tune. So my suspicion is that the nut slots, although nearly perfectly cut, are just not wide enough and don't have any lube on them. So, you know Ricardo. So get these stringlings off. Oh, and this one's top wrapped too. Check it out. Check it out. Just by the way, Canadians do not say a boot, okay? Canadians do not say a boot. No Canadian ever said a boot. It's not a thing. It's made up. Those are people from Wisconsin. Look at that, it's top wrapped. First one I've ever seen like that. But I don't think we're gonna leave it like that. It looks like a plastic nut. 2010, I don't know what they would have been putting on there. It looks plastic. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a plastic nut. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, he's gone to a lot of effort to try to make it stay in tune. I bet you that's why he sold it. Yeah, tying up the strings here. Gone to a lot of effort to try to make this guitar stay in tune, except for a few simple things that will actually make this guitar stay in tune. And I'm convinced now this is why people think that Gibsons won't stay in tune. Well, it's because they're not maintained so that they will stay in tune. Now, I bet those are tight. Yeah, I can see bubbling around each of the tuner hole. It's really obvious there, but there's a little bit around every, see that right there? There's a little bit of that bubbling around all of, and they look tight. So I'll be surprised if these aren't tight. Yeah, they all feel tight. See, it's a little more obvious now. This guy didn't do the top wrap right. If you're going to top wrap strings, it's a good idea to put another ball end like to thread the string through another ball end, so that there's that much thickness again before the string contacts the back of the tailpiece here, so that it doesn't get pinched on that. All right, so on we go with the new tune house, which you've seen me install 100 times. And just use a little bit of candle wax to make the medicine go down. And I'll just sort of get it seated. And I've done this so many times now that, yeah, just have to remember to have the beveled edge. The beveled edge of this washer. Versus the flat. So the flat obviously faces the headstock. You just have to remember that. Push that on. And get it finger tight so that it's in the right spot. And that. Alright, well, while we're at it, might as well give these Freddy frets a little checkity check. Yeah, that all seems to be in order. Getting me magnet out. Just clean up the whole works, even the fingerboard. Comes up nicer as frig, I tell ya. I'm satisfied that is clean. Bit of lighter fluid to clean it. On to resolving the problem with this nut. All right. I'm just gonna ease the edges here a little bit. So I'm not trying to deepen the slot, I'm just trying to widen it just slightly. Probably should have did this before I put the tuners on. Well. The first time won't be the last. All right. And last little bit of insurance here. All right, well, early prediction here, but I think this guitar is going to stay in tune just fine. Yeah, there's no more pinging or binging while tuning it up, so. Alright, let's just double check the settings. I'm sure it's fine because I have checked this guitar. But let's just double check with My fancy new tool. Oh, buddy, this is nice. That shows 5/64ths, and this shows a little bit high. A little bit high even for Rickard. That shows just over 4/64ths. Oh, that's not one of those. All right, all we gotta do is drop it down a smidge. See where she's at. Still 4. Couple turns. I hope you can see that. This tool's nice, easy to see. What do we got there? It's just right on the line for 4/64ths. So that's just about where I'll leave it for Richard. Okay, so let's get on with the final checks here, but I have checked this guitar previously because it's been sitting around here for a couple of weeks. So, should be fine. So I pinched at the 17th. Under the 9th fret. Like butter. Beauty. Okay, one last check and that's... Oh yeah, this. I gotta raise this a smidge. That's gotta come up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this guitar is very hard to have sitting on your knee without a strap. Oh yeah. Schmintonation. Let's see. Nice one. Perfect. Nice one. Nice one. Perfect intonation. So then just set pickup height by pinching the last fret, and that's good. Okay, this guitar is almost ready to roll. Just one last thing to install. No, it looks about the same diameter. But just for shits and giggles. Just put that in there to make sure that she's tight. She's tight. Tight like a toiga. I just make sure she's tight. Tight like a toiga. Nice. Oh, toothy pick in there just for insurance purposes to keep it tight. Tight like a toiga. I don't even know where that's from. Movie or something. There we go. There she blows, Captain. All done skis. All done. Done. Now we gotta do the soundy test.